Welcome back to Travels Large. Today we are boarding the Norwegian Bliss. After a little bit of time at the port there, getting on board, we are now finally going to make our way on board the beautiful ship. The Norwegian Bliss was originally launched in February 17th of 2018 at 168,000 gross tons. So this is a big ship. We're talking 20 decks, 4,000 guests on board. Here you see the beautiful chandelier, and we're going to start off at one of my favorite areas, the pool deck. However, probably not a place that you're going to want to hang out on an Alaskan cruise, which is what this ship does most of its itineraries during the summer months, and then you're going to be in Mexico for the winter months. The pools are heated, however, as you can see here, everybody's enjoying the sun. Of course, here we're in Los Angeles, so things are a little warmer. But the pools are heated, that way you can enjoy them even when the outside air is a little on the chilly side. One thing that's great about a lot of Norwegian ships is the water slides. Here you can see one of the water slides, and then further back there's a couple more as well. As we go up, we were down on deck 16, we're now going up to deck 17, where you can find a good place to lounge, relax, enjoy some sun, and a beautiful sea day. The kids' water park on board was great. I did not have my son with me on this trip. I think he would have enjoyed this little place to hang out and play. However, as we were headed towards, this cruise was just a repositioning cruise, so we were headed up towards Canada for it to start its cruises out of Vancouver. Spice H2O, great adults only area. Anybody over the age of 18 is welcome back here. However, on my cruise, I did notice some kids were sneaking back here. Not for sure about that. I don't think that's something that's normal, but that's something that can happen. They have this nice little water feature back here. The water for this water feature is heated as well. That way, in case it's cold outside, how it was when I was filming this, you can still enjoy that as well. The rain, nice, soothing, relaxing. Here's a view from deck 18 looking down at Spice H2O. The bar back here was great. The bartenders were fantastic. I ain't gonna lie, I spent a whole day in that hot tub because the bar was right there. Great place to just kind of sit, relax, and enjoy the scenery. Beautiful up there towards Alaska. Vibe Beach Club is something you get access to with by paying. We're moving into dining. Savor is one of the main dining restaurants on board. The food, I would say, was fantastic. Here you see the menu of everything they were offering this night in particular. Casual dress, that's one thing that's great about Norwegian, is they have the freestyle cruising. You don't have to dress up to go to dinner. You can dress comfortably if you wish. No cutoffs, no flip-flops, but for the most part. The Manhattan Room is another main dining restaurant as well. I never made it into this restaurant personally, but it is beautiful. I have ate at this restaurant on the Norwegian Getaway. They, just like every main dining room, just a good place to grab dinner. Taste, another main dining room. You don't have to have dining reservations per se. Now you do got to be patient because typically there's about a 45-minute wait to be able to sit down for dining. So, but all this is included in your cruise fare. All this food you see here. The American Diner is where we start talking about the specialty dining on board the Norwegian Bliss. Here, I didn't eat here during the evening. However, just kind of standard American diner-like food, hamburgers, things like that, to enjoy. Great place also to just kind of hang out, play cards during the day. Cagney Steakhouse is the place that I went to. Here I am sitting al fresco dining, where you can sit outside. It was brisk that night and very foggy as we made our way north. However, the food at Cagney's, in my opinion, was fantastic. I always like the salad, iceberg wedge, and I had the filet mignon, the truffle potatoes. I want that recipe. And look at that cheesecake. It was fantastic. The inside dining where everybody else ate, I was wanting to eat outside just for some nice peace and quiet. Republic here is another dining option. Kind of matches their shore. I've never been to a Food Republic, but I can imagine it's probably a really good place to eat and try some new food. So on board there is over, I believe, 20 dining options on this ship. Le Bistro is their French cuisine restaurant. I have not tried it personally, so if you have tried it, let me know down in the comments and let me know what you think. So Los Lobos, unfortunately all I got was the signage. I did not get any of the restaurant, but the Mexican restaurant on board, I would be curious to try that the next time I sail Norwegian. La Cucina, sorry, is the Italian place. Look at this live oak table. Like, it is beautiful. I would love to have that in my house. But here, there's lots of wine options. They'd have wine tasting classes during the day. The local, one of the best hidden secrets probably on any Norwegian cruise. Not only do they have a bowling alley and a little bit of an arcade there for adults, but it is a great place to grab a bite to eat. They have a pub style menu where you can get several different options, like pretzels with beer cheese that you see here. Those were pretty good. The carrot cake, I have a thing for carrot cake. I love carrot cake, but also just some good like pub like food. Ocean Blue is your seafood restaurant on board. There, if seafood is your thing, that is the place to go grab that. Just a little more of the restaurant. They have a barbecue joint on board, Texas Smokehouse. Not only was this a restaurant, but they would also have live music here. They had a band one night that was doing country covers. I think they did a pretty good job. There's also a bar in here, so you don't have to just go for dining, but they have a kind of a very small seating area. Teppanyaki is going to be your Japanese steakhouse. I have done this on a cruise previously on board the Norwegian Getaway, where I got to enjoy a really good meal. So if you go in hungry, Garden Cafe is the buffet on board. It is a large area. Honestly, it's a place where I feel you're not crammed in there and you're not fighting for the food. It is well spread out, and I think it is even laid out pretty well for being a large cruise ship of this size. I mean, 4,000 guests eating in a facility like this, sometimes it can get tight. However, on board, that is one thing we never noticed, is it being overly crowded. I always love a good omelet for breakfast. So got an omelet, their rolls, got of course your coffees, milk, and juices available with just your normal cruising package. Atrium bar, a good place to people watch if that is your thing on board. It is, of course, at the atrium, where on the other side of where we are right now, they'll have bands playing. Mix is the bar down by the main dining restaurants. Good place to sit and grab a pre-dinner drink. They have several options on the menu, or you can order something that you like as well, and they would be more than happy to make it. Where here he is going to be making a mojito for me. And then Skyline Bar is kind of your casino bar. I honestly, during my 5-night cruise, I never made it to this area. But of course you got sports on the TVs, you got machines. Social Comedy Nightclub, great place. I didn't get any footage inside because you weren't allowed. Sugarcane Mojito Bar. Here I spent a lot of time one night. Because the bartenders are just entertaining. They would make shots throughout the night for those guests that had the alcohol package or was buying them. Here, this gentleman here worked really hard to keep everybody happy, making my rum and punch, or rum and pineapple juice. During the night, they would have anywhere from jazz music playing to Latin salsa like music. So if you just want a place to kind of go hang out, relax, not have to worry about your day or anything like that. I mean, you're on a cruise anyway, so worrying about your day is not something that typically happens. But made the snake bite shot. They have a brewer house on board with several different beers on tap, as you can see there. I honestly did not make it in here other than to film. I didn't spend a lot of time inside this location as well. This ship is a huge ship. Waves is by the main pool here, where during the day you can get a drink. Wasn't open significantly because there was not a lot of people hanging out on the pool. I mean, we're talking temperatures in about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was on the cooler side. Starbucks, it is not included in your drink package unless you get the coffee package. However, Starbucks, I mean, need I say more? This gave me a chance to get my Fufu Frappe. Coco's is another place where you can buy little treats. They make, I believe they make the chocolate on board, and they have those awesome milkshakes that you can purchase. Just kind of a heads up on that. Great place to stop in. It's off the main traffic. The bake shop is also on the waterfront. So there's two sides of this. You have the inside where you can get like these cupcakes and these really nice desserts, and then on the outside they have a gelato place where you can get several options of gelato. I honestly tried some and it was delicious. So dulce gelato is a part of the bake shop. So here you see the waterfront. We're walking towards one of the other bars, the Maltings Whiskey Bar. Unfortunately, another place I did not get the chance to stop in other than this little video recording. But on the back side of this, behind where we are right now, they have a cigar lounge. The Cavern Room is a place where you can find a lot of shows. The Cavern Club, I mean. So there was a Beatles band, and then also they had a few other bands in there that would play, and then you could probably rent it out for events, things of that nature. The Observation Lounge, this is one thing that was new to Norwegian with this ship. This ship was kind of designed for the Alaskan market. This place is 20,000 square feet with several places to sit. You can get snacks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. There is 3,500 square feet of glass that surrounds this area. So on the Alaskan itineraries, it is a great place to just sit and see if you can spot a whale, enjoy the snow-capped mountains. The only thing I would say about this area is the buffet noise, which that is where this is filmed from right there, kind of leaks down. This is that cigar lounge that is on the backside of Maltings Whiskey Bar. They don't have any cigars in there for sale, but if you would like to smoke, this is the place. Now the casino, if you want to help Norwegian fund this trip, help pay for some of the fuel, this is the place to do it. Or if gambling is your thing, there is the casino on board. The Bill Changer is my personal favorite machine. Best luck there. I didn't make it to a single theater show, which is really abnormal for me, but the theater on board is just here to the left. The box office was closed at this time, but unfortunately I didn't make it to any of the shows. Just kind of showcasing this nice little lobby area. I call this the atrium, however, officially according to ship plans, it is not. This is the atrium, where you can find salsa bands and classes, all sorts of activities go on here night and day. This is the hub of the activity on the ship. These two are just being silly and just having the time of their life. The arcade on board, so if your kids like to play games, or heck, if you want to play a little bit of air hockey, or even one of my favorites, of course you got skee ball. This is where you can go do that. Nice little place to enjoy. Racing simulators, the Star Wars battle pods, It is all here for your enjoyment. The prize cabinet, that way with anything that you can get tickets, you can get a prize, it all comes right from here. I've seen these on a few other ships. One thing that sets this ship apart is the Bliss Speedway. They have go-karts on this ship, which just is mind-blowing to me that you can do that on a cruise ship out at sea. They have these go-karts that go, I mean, you max out at 10 miles an hour, so it's not like you're going to fly off the side of the ship or anything like that, but this looks like a really good time. And with the track on board, plenty of time. Open air laser tag is another thing that's on this ship. Kind of an alien theme going on, where you can rent, or you can kind of reserve this space for just you and your friends to play, or they do have open play as well. So kind of a space like ship sort of theme going on here. But very large laser tag arena. Like, I think a lot of children would enjoy that. Here we are on deck 7, where a nice little area just to kind of get away from people and just enjoy the ocean and the nice salt air. On deck 8, they have the ocean front, which includes all your alfresco dining options and a lot of great places to catch, in this case, a sunrise over the ocean as we head into Victoria, Canada. A lot of lounge seats out here. There's some smoking areas as well. That way, if you smoke, you can take advantage of that. The aft area, I always like to go after the ship and just kind of watch the wake behind us. Something I like to do. Mini golf here. We're on deck 18, where they got, I believe it's a 9-hole mini golf course. Pulse Fitness Center. I've been on 20 cruises now, and tried and true, I have never been to a gym to work out, so I'm not one to ask about much of the equipment here, but they do have it. The Mandara Spa, they have a beautiful barber shop, so if you forgot to cut your hair before you left for your trip, they have a place to go. They also have a salon for the ladies. That way they can get their hair done as well. Of course, nails, all sorts of spa services. They do have the thermal suite, which is probably one of the biggest I have seen at sea. Like, all these lounge chairs, nice relaxing music that's playing, the smell of the aromatherapy, all just peaceful, relaxing. The warmed chairs here that you can just watch the ocean go by, or would be a great place to sit during time that you're in Alaska as well. Beautiful hydrotherapy pool, the sauna on board, nice, roomy, and spacious. That way you can go there and enjoy just kind of detoxing and just relaxing during your time. They have a Himalayan salt room. That is what this room is. That way you could enjoy that as well. For the kids, unfortunately my son did not travel with me, so I don't have a lot of the inside of this room, but they do have their hours posted. That way you can take advantage. Splash academies for your older children. They do have guppies for the little guys and gals, and anybody else. But guest services here available for you day and night. Onboard credit if you need to talk with them about that. And then the shore excursions desk on the edge here if you forgot to book an excursion or would like a little bit of advice about an excursion. Cruise Next, they have one of the best deals to book your next cruise on board. So Tradewinds is the shopping on board. Here is the watch area. I have a hard time saying the brand name, but if you would like to buy a nice new watch, sunglasses, they have all sorts of brands, even Ferrari. So just kind of something, if that is something you'd like to do. The sandbar area is kind of your general items. So you're going to find your shirts, your alcohol, your tobacco, trinkets, cups, just kind of your normal cruise attire. I had to buy a hat. And also here in a minute you'll see a wide alcohol selection that is duty free, so you can take advantage of that while you're on board this ship as well. Lots and lots of options. The t-shirt sales, so they were getting rid of their stuff from Mexico. If you need to pick up a cigar to go enjoy in the cigar room, they have it. If you left some travel essentials at home, don't worry, they have your back. In case you didn't pack them, they got you. I had to get one of these keychains. I use it as an ornament because I like to have a cruise ship ornament on my tree. And then of course you got some Alaska gear that they were putting out as well. They didn't get it all out yet. They're working on transitioning from Mexico to Alaska. Jewelry on board. Like I said, you can get pretty much anything you need and or want on these shops. At these shops, duty free. Need a new purse, you can pick it up here. Sunglasses, like I said, never hurts to have a good pair of sunglasses. You can buy gold by the inch, also silver. They had cigarettes you could buy as well. So if you found any of this information helpful, definitely please feel free to hit the subscribe button. And as always, in a small world, travel's large.